Today we're going to be looking at a fantastic laptop at a bargain price. This is the Jumper EZBook 3 Pro notebook, and you can pick this up for around $250 US or $300 in Australia. EZBook sent this out to me, but I will give you my honest opinion here. I'll leave links to this in the description. Also, I'll leave you links to a couple of killer laptops, Xiaomi laptops, Notebook Air and the Notebook Pro. These laptops are absolute bargains, premium laptops, 8th generation CPUs with graphics cards, and they are a bargain. They're much cheaper than what the big companies charge for the same sort of laptop, and they are premium, trust me on this. So you've probably never heard of this laptop or this brand. I haven't, but I can tell you it's very premium. Alloy build here, looks like a MacBook Air. They've taken inspiration from a MacBook Air, no doubt. There is nothing at this price point that is as good as this that I know of. Now I use a Chromebook for my daily tasks, you know, email, bit of web surfing. I watch some videos on it too. And this thing here is literally going to replace that because my Chromebook's starting to play up now. But my Chromebook costs more than this, but this is a much better computer. Not only is it premium design, you get a good selection of ports. On the right hand side you have mini, HDMI, USB 3.0 and you have the power jack there. On the left hand side you have the microphone jack, USB 3.0 and a micro SD card slot. Now that beats the hell out of one USB-C port there, so I'm happy with the port selection. It comes with Windows 10 Home and it is activated, which is fantastic. It has Intel Celeron 2.2 GHz Apollo Lake N3450 CPU. Now you've got to temper your expectations with a laptop at this price point and what this CPU can do. You're not going to be video editing on this and stuff like that. This is just made for productivity tasks, email, web surfing, and to my surprise, casual gaming. This can play Football Manager really well, and the great thing about it, it makes no noise because it's passively cool. It has a 13.3 inch Full HD IPS display. It's a matte display. It's actually really good. It's the best display I've seen at this price point for sure. It doesn't get super bright, but the actual quality of the panel and the colors are actually really good. I don't have a complaint with this display. It is a good display at this price point. What I don't like is the bezels around it are not black. They are actually the same color as the body. It has 6 GB RAM, which is perfect for those sort of tasks I was talking about before. 64 GB, and it also has a little bay on the bottom where you can put another M.2 SSD. So you can upgrade the storage. You also have micro SD, and there is a 128 GB model if you want that as well. Dual band Wi-Fi, 48,000 mAh battery, 1.4 kilos, and 13 millimeters thin. So this thing is thin, it's light. You get good battery life, around 7.5 to 8 hours. Great build quality. The speakers are a bit tinny, but they're acceptable. The keyboard is actually really good. In actual fact, it's better than the MacBook Pro keyboard in my opinion, and it's better than a lot of laptops costing a hell of a lot more, the keyboard. Now the trackpad is a little bit clunky. Sometimes if you just rest your finger on it, it will just start opening things randomly. So once you get used to that and you stop resting your finger on it, because it is a little bit sensitive, it works well. It is a bit clunky, but it's definitely more than acceptable. For performance, as I said, just general tasks, productivity, your Word, Excel, email, you know, watching YouTube. And it is actually really good watching YouTube and Netflix and stuff like that because the display is quite nice. And it is a 1080p. Usually at this price point, you get a by 768 display. And I think if you look at this display compared to a MacBook Air, I mean, you won't have much to complain about. This is something I'm actually going to use going forward because I actually really do like it. It's going to replace my Chromebook, and I think it's an absolute bargain. I don't know how they get it down to this sort of price. If you compare it to stuff like HP Streams and notebooks of that sort of price point, this absolutely kills those laptops. It's a fantastic laptop, a fantastic price. Build quality good, and I highly recommend this at this price. And Jumper, never heard of them before, but I'm glad I've heard of them now. It is a really great laptop. So check out the links in the description for this product. I'd like to really thank you guys for watching. If you're new around here, why not subscribe? And until next time guys, tally ho.